welcome back for another CBSI Hot 10. Make sure you go over to comicbookinvest.com and check out the article where I might have a few extra little tidbits we don't cover here on the show tonight. Also, make sure you let us know what you think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, hit the alert button so you don't miss anything. Keep telling your friends so we can keep growing the channel. And if you haven't tried Whatnot yet, first-time users, free $15 if you use the link below. Spend on whatever you want with whomever you want. No strings attached. It's free to use. $15. What do you got to lose? And if you want to see this week's list, just hang up for a few seconds after the intro, and we will be right back.
Notable sales.
First book.
EC goodness. Everyone's loving EC. It's making a comeback. You got Oni Press putting out EC type material now. You got all these homages. Go with the original. Crypt of Terror 17, all-time high. A 9.2 sold for $15,600. That's about $5,000 over the last time it sold in 2022. This is the first Crypt of Terror. There's only 3 of them because it was Crime Patrol at 16, then becomes Crypt of Terror for 17, 18, and 19. Then it becomes Tales from the Crypt. So, EC is very interesting. The way the titles changed from running titles, the numbering on some of these. But, this is your first big foray into the terror. You got the first Crypt Keeper 2 issues before this. So, you're getting very early EC horror when they're going into that new trend. So
this and the Vault of Horrors when they were transferring over, and Crime Patrol 15 was the first Crypt Keeper, is what Joe was saying there. So it translated into this, 15. This being
shifted
17.
eventually.
Just to clarify that for people, because I think you kind of went.
The numbers get a little crazy. Like I said, the titles change names.
Some of them Crime Patrol is just 15, first Crypt Keeper, then it turned to this 17. Same thing.
But they're still illustrated suspense stories. And they really like that term, suspense stories, because we get to use that for our next one, which is crime suspense stories.
There you go.
Number 22. This beheading cover sold for $19,200, all-time high in a 7.0. Last time sold, it was $8,875 back in 2021, nearly doubling the price of the 3 years ago. This cover has been honored so many times recently. The most famous one is the Wolverine Sabretooth decapitation cover. Amazing cover.
So this is also out of a private collection. Like both of them are. Were both of them? Was the other one too?
They're both out of the Roger Hill.
They're both out of the Rager. Yeah. So I mean, that gives a little bit once you get to see the lineage of where this book came from and everything else. That's kind of cool, and it's kind of cool that they're finally giving it that like stamp of approval with their own little logo.
I still like the black labels for the pedigrees, though.
Yeah, I agree. I like the black labels.
I mean, I think it would look cooler if you did black label and then you gave them like your own little pedigree stamp on top.
Yeah, I mean the stamp too is a nice. touch.
It's a nice touch. I think.
It's better than just in text saying it's the Roger Hill collection and tiny print. Yeah.
People forget how little time EC was around. It was only really from 47 to 56.
Yeah,
so it's a short window where a lot of these books.
A handful of these classics. So I mean, apart from these two, I only picked 2. But a handful of them sold at Heritage just the last week. So go check out some of the other sales. There's a lot of good stuff.
Sweet. Nothing says goodness like a little pelvic thrust after some bathroom decapitation.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just tightening his butt because they're going to go, teleport into the mines.
Maybe he just has some lower lumbar issues. He's just getting a little stretchy.
He's got to clench your butt. Anyway.
What?
I've been watching a lot of the Harley Quinn cartoon, and that's what you have to do when you're with Psycho.
That's enough.
Hell yeah.
just clench your butt, Marco. That's all you got to worry about.
You'll be fine.
I'm all right.
All right, let's get into the actual list.
Number 10.
Kicking us off.
At number 10, we have Alien vs. Avengers number 1, the 1 in 100, Mark Brooks. Beautiful cover, in my opinion. Got a half dozen sales, averaging $120, highs for a $165. Very well and detailed xenomorph and a better Venom in recent weeks with Venom War going on, but it's definitely a beautiful cover. 1 in 100, $120 worth. I don't know about that, but it's still
there's a trade dress. Just get the
very
trade
beautiful
dress
cover.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, Mark Brooks can do no wrong in my book because it comes as covers. Great artist.
Yeah, there's just too much Venom these days, and we got separation anxiety. You got the Venom War going. Just
But this is good Venom. I mean,
Venomverse and it's a lot.
Death of the Venomverse.
the Edge of the Venomverse.
but I think it's good to see when you see so many shitty Venom versions that you get to see a pretty decent.
I don't know. I'm
People like these crossovers too. That Wolverine versus Predator did really well when that was out.
On the wall,
dig some of this.
And Black Panther's now crossing over with Predator.
Oh my God, that book is awful.
Well,
This book ain't great either, brother.
it's a good idea.
Throw it up there. The art in that book is terrible.
This story
It's
was
a good
horrible.
idea, though.
Well, check out S&S where they're probably covering the art of that book. All right,
No,
there you
we're
go.
not.
All right. Well, let's move on to our next book at number 9.
Number 9.
I'm still loving this series.
It's a fantastic series, and these 1-10 ratios are still doing pretty well. Not as good as they were out of the gate, but issue 4 is still chugging along with 1 in 10s, averaging $20 with a high of 25. It's a nice Thrasher homage. I kind of like Transworld Skateboarding myself as a magazine, but it's nice to see a Thrasher homage. Like I said, it's been a great book. It's been a lot of fun. I think a lot of people just enjoy reading the damn thing. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see it's still sticking around week to week with the additional issues coming out. And
What number is this?
4. We're at a 7.
Nice.
It's the midpoint.
Nice. Yeah, good to see.
Yeah,
That's such an odd numbering too. Why 7? Why not just go 8? Just give them that one more issue.
Or 6.
We're
Or
6.
6, yeah.
I don't know. That's how they paced it out. I don't know. Maybe it'll all make sense at the end of the story.
Yeah, either way, it's been good. Remender can do no wrong in my book. Parson is phenomenal. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, what was Marco's favorite show, Big Bang Theory?
Oh, Brian Parson.
Yeah, he's the rock guy.
Yep.
The geologist. Bert.
Yep.
Bert.
Yep.
That was his name.
Yeah,
Anyway,
That's a good character.
if you grew up during that time period, this is a fantastic book. It hits the nostalgia perfectly.
I think he does. But let's see what we got at our lucky number 8.
Number 8.
Sonic.
Sonic, we get these. We've talked about these a bunch before. They're the 1 in 10s that do a little bit better the week of, and then the next couple 1 in 10s don't do so good. This one has over a dozen sales, averaging $15 for the 110, highs of 120. We're still getting the cat and mouse game of Sonic is the person that's the mystery person, but we also have the mystery person in this book.
Phantom Rider.
Yeah, Phantom Rider, we already know the end of it. There's also, all eyes on Sonic because we got a trailer too. So, whenever you can talk Sonic, it's a good thing. I personally enjoy those movies. It's fun to have young children because you can get into that and not look like a weirdo. So there you go.
What?
Well, come on, you're going to watch it. If you're a dude going to watch a Sonic movie by yourself in the theater, a little weird. Just saying.
Well,
maybe you grew up with Sonic, playing Sonic. Just saying.
Just don't go by yourself. Just
Well,
don't go by yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
it's still a lot more fun seeing it through a kid's eyes.
It is. It's it's amazing how they love it too. Plus, they think they're as fast as Sonic. Sonic is. If it was me and Sonic, Sonic would be here. But then when I get my super speed up, I'd be right here with Sonic. Okay, sure. That's not true though.
Kids' reasoning is just something to behold.
Absolutely.
Kids say the darndest things.
Don't bring that back up. We don't need to go back there, Bruce.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
I need a drink.
Why do I all of a sudden smell cardigan sweater in the air?
Oh,
Ah.
go check out Wednesday's show if you don't know.
Yeah,
what
go
we're
check out TAC if you don't know what we're referring to.
Now brought to you
alright.
by Jello Pudding Pop.
Hey now.
Whoa.
This is the top
All
10.
right, let's
This is
get
the
to our
classy show.
Number 7.
It's Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, number 1. The first appearance of Gwenpool. And how do we know it's the first appearance of Gwenpool, Marco?
I'm not here to do it.
Because the face is on there, and so is the name, and this is the inside. Make sure you buy the one that's got the face and the name on it, though, not the one that doesn't.
So about 20 sales, average $15 to $20. CGC 9.8, hit 140. This is still riding on the release of Gwenpool into Fortnite.
Yep.
Skin. Yep. So people are still
Remember
buying
when
this.
this book was? Remember when this book was actually pricey?
That's a
Yeah.
black and white.
Well, the one
Like
in 25
pre-pandemic. But even this one was actually pretty pricey.
Yeah. Well, it's just getting a little bit of a it got forgotten about because people just stopped caring for a little bit. But Fortnite does amazing things. Fortnite brings the normies in, and then everybody starts going. "What is
Creator
this?"
Gwenpool from the great state of Michigan, by the way. Shout out Heather.
Yeah, the other book's still doing well. The one that was on last week, The Unbelievable, it's just it slowed down a bit, and this one started to pick up. I guess because people started correcting those normies as they went to the comic shop. I want that Gwenpool one. They're like, no, that's not her first appearance.
That's
You
not
this
first
book.
appearance.
Let me tell you, her
They
first
tried to sell you
story
some
appearance is this one,
garbage.
and then
Just
let me tell you
Howard
about
the-
this other one later.
It's
First
Howard the Duck,
story?
the Peeping
First-
Tom Spider-Man and Silver Surfer. That's what you want.
Yeah, that is weird.
Very weird.
Yeah, I never. Hey, you know what? I don't think I've ever noticed Silver Surfer there in the background. Yeah, how about that? I got
He's creeping. He's just being a creeper back there.
Yeah.
Like most Marvel characters are.
No Shellabah.
No, not all of them.
A lot of them.
Greatest Marvel movie of all time, Howard the Duck.
I don't know about that, but
Nah, I don't know about that.
It's the Marvel movie that started it all.
Stop. Just
But
stop.
it is.
it kind of is.
My parents rented this movie and returned it. So this is the only movie they've ever returned. Not watching it.
No, thank you, sir.
You didn't even you barely got through the opening, and it was like, nope, we're
They're like, hey, it's a comic book movie. They had all of us boys sitting in front of the TV. It lasted about 10 minutes.
Why does the
and
duck
they
have a
go,
condom?
I'm taking this back.
I will not be rewinding this video.
Nope, they took it right back and said we'd like to make an exchange.
they're duck boobies.
What happened to that nice girl from Back to the Future?
She's getting plowed by a duck.
Such a bad movie. Such a bad
Check out Howard the Duck. Check out Howard the Duck.
It's
Great
great.
movie.
It's a great
Hopefully it's
movie.
streaming on Disney Plus, right? They'll be doing that.
No, I don't
She's
think so.
getting billed by a pheasant.
All right,
Oh, wow.
we're moving on.
Number 6.
All right, at number 6, The Incredible Hulk. No, not because of Thunderbolt Ross in that Thunderbolt movie. This has to do with his little companion, his little sidekick throughout this story. I don't even remember her name.
Hulk
Charlotte
chick.
something?
Scarlet Hulk.
Anyway,
I just can't get past the hair of Hulk.
this storyline, which is actually a pretty good read if you haven't read this, by Philip Kennedy Johnson. He does introduce this girl throughout this story, and she kind of becomes like a little she follows Hulk around for a while, and apparently there are big plans for her in an upcoming Hulk issue. So that's caused a stir with this original number 1 that was selling for cover price last week and has now got a bunch of sales. It's hitting that $8 to $10 kind of mark, hitting highs close to $15. We'll see what happens long term with this, but right now, just those rumblings about some big plans for her coming up in the Legacy 800 has caused a little bit of a stir with this book. So, something to keep an eye on. I like the classic banner cover here. You know, makes me think of Bixby. He's walking down the street. He's got his backpack like Stewie.
Once again, a good digger book,
Down the
right?
road.
It's good to see. It's good to see these little digger books. You know what I mean? Easy to get, easy to find.
Yeah,
Go grab
mean,
one. I don't open it up and read what's inside because it's complete trash. But
It's not. This is not bad.
Just look for the one where Hulk
It-
looks like Danzig.
It lost
Fine.
its way after like maybe a dozen
like
issues,
dancing.
a little bit for me. But those first few issues, when they got it's a lot of horror angles here, and you got the monster of monster, whatever the hell. There's some good stuff in here.
When he starts stuttering and just says there's good stuff in here, it means he's lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Chad
Telling the
Kroger
truth.
to Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, I don't care for the long hair. Hulk doesn't need long hair. It's just weird looking on him.
We've spent a very long time on this book.
Maybe a little bit extra.
Mm.
Well, we had to
Keep your
clean the
butthole
palate
tight.
from all the pheasant banging talk that we just went through. So
You mean interspecies
Foul.
erotica?
Start talking about Jello again.
That
all right,
movie-
yeah, we go back to yellow.
that movie's freaking hilarious.
All right, we're gonna keep moving on.
Number 5.
There are no strings on me.
Number 5. I guess this is just like the Gwenpool book. This is actually the first appearance of Ultron. Avengers number 55. I actually love all these covers. The whole Buscemi run here, like some of them you can get a little bit cheaper than this. This is 20 plus sales, high grades, raws for $170, CGC 9/8 $2,397. Once again, I'm saying like from I think is it like 5 or 7 all the way through. They really do a great job. The colors pop. Most of the backgrounds are either just a plain white, a yellow, and you get to see a lot of action. I wish they'd go back to doing these type of covers because I thoroughly enjoy it. Obviously, the news of Vision and Ultron having a love baby named Agatha is why people are going after this book.
I thought their love baby was Richard Boner.
Oh, yeah.
It was Dick Bonner. It was Dick Bonner.
But Mephisto is going to apparently be the poop baby of these two characters. So there you go.
Talking nonsense.
Huh?
Stop talking nonsense. That's not why.
Isn't it because of Vision?
No, Ultron's
and
coming. Ultron's going to come back. He's going to be in Vision's show apparently. So people want to get back to Ultron.
And hello, fellow kids. It wasn't Steve Buscemi who did this cover. John Buscemi.
Yeah, not Steve Buscemi.
I'd say
Was
Steve.
it
Did
Mr. Pink?
I think I said Steve. Did I say Steve? I don't know.
No, you said Buscemi though.
Oh,
We do fact checking in real life.
Yeah, dude, I think Black Panther's going to get some heat in the locker room there for that drop kick because he's almost kicking my man in the.
dude, I'm telling you, there's a couple covers.
Blowing him there.
There's a couple covers in this run around this area that have some sweet Black Panther covers on them. Check them out.
Yeah.
Books.
It's classic stuff. And realistically, those are high prices we're showing you. There are lower grades that are actually affordable to most.
Good presentability,
Yeah.
lower grades too, mind you.
Yeah.
Not the only problem, I guess, with having such solid background. Oh, no, I'm not gonna say it. It's fine. Ticks are bad. I don't know. They're solid background. But besides that, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're really cool. So
Yeah,
check them
it is.
out.
Anyway, we're moving on. Let's see what we got next.
Number 4.
We got a repeat. Moving up the list.
Mm.
We got Amazing Spider-Man 194, the first appearance of Black Cat. This is on the list because every sweaty nerd wants Sydney Sweeney to be Black Cat. We got
There's
40
some
plus
non-sweaty ones. I'm not sweaty right now, but
It's
I
a great
will
pair
also-
on that cover.
back
40 plus sales. Raw newsstands up to $240. A CGC 9/8 Musi sold for $2,655.
Weird.
I
No,
apologize.
don't say that.
Non-sweat.
Don't say that. Keep letting people pay more for newsstand right now. On this book, please.
You
Please.
sure? You sure?
Yes. I'm
Okay,
100%.
I'll leave it alone. I
Like
was gonna
5
say
more,
something.
5 or 6 more, 5 or 6.
I
more.
wanted to take it because since it's a repeat, I wanted to give a different viewpoint. So we went the newsstand angle, even though in 1979,
Pete. Don't
Newsstands.
you
Well,
dare-
I'm not
don't-
gonna say
Bruce.
Newsstands work.
infer what you want.
There were more newsstands.
Oh, he said it.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on.
It doesn't matter. I could say it was 100-1 newsstands to direct, and it's not going to matter.
matter.
People love the newsstands.
Wow, it
They
was more
will
than that,
still
to be
go
honest
for
with
them.
you. Hey, it's a cool book. It's good to see that ASM is having that book. The ASM run never has books that sell for a lot or do good. So it's good to see that Spider-Man's finally getting noticed for his chest, apparently by Joe, and seeing his moment in shine.
Yes.
Good to see.
I mean, right? Never. You rarely
we
get a
can
first
also
appearance
start-
in a Spider-Man book. So
I've
it's
never seen one before. This might be the
We
first.
can start making other like crazy
This
random
Spider-Man's
things.
going to make a name for himself. Let me tell you.
Look,
What did he say?
it's one of the early negative space covers. Look, black cat. You can't see her. It's a negative space cover for
I'm
you
still
guys.
sick of
Collecting
negative
those.
space covers.
See,
Oh,
big things in this Peter Parker's future.
Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah,
Their life
I
Too
don't know
big
about
thing.
the black cat though.
Two big things.
he's got the chutzpah. He's got
Moving
the
on.
pep. The pep.
Bet she's got a great origin story.
Number 3.
Well, we did get that trailer.
And number 3, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 98 coming in this week with only a pair of sales, 300 fine and 325 very fine. Prior sales this month were 240 for fine to very fine and 50 for fine to near very fine to near mint. This is
Ooh.
the first appearance of Shadow the Hedgehog. If you've seen the new Sonic 3 trailer, who is going to be voiced by Keanu Reeves and is ready to roll into the Sonic movies and just completely run train.
What?
Yeah,
What?
this
What kind of
book
game are
doesn't-
you
This
playing?
book doesn't sell all that often, which is why I did point it. It is only a pair of sales, but those other sales were from the beginning of the month. They were like a couple weeks ago. This hasn't sold in like 2 weeks. It just doesn't move all because they're not. I don't want to go into there's not too many out there, but they just don't come up often. That's all.
Gotta love the Dreamcast.
Official
yes, I
Sega
mean, who else
Dreamcast
could it be?
adaptation.
It was a system.
I knew somebody who
It's
actually
a
had
great
one.
system.
I had one.
One person.
I had one.
Well,
Oh, I thought you were
didn't know
saying John Wick was dream casting for the role, not the
Oh.
gaming system.
I
What?
see what you did there.
When you said dream casting, I thought you were saying Keanu Reeves as Shadow was a dream casting. That's what I thought you were saying.
Hey, guy. This
I
is
see
a
what you did there,
children's
and it still missed.
cartoon. Yeah, that's like.
No.
Did you not listen to what we talked about earlier? What you shouldn't do, Pete? Move along.
What do you mean? What shouldn't I do?
Just go enjoy your pudding.
I was
pop.
clarifying what I thought you said.
I'm gonna give him a pudding pop.
So I give him a pudding pop.
Oh, then we're bringing that back up. Well, you can just go bang a pheasant then.
What are you
Oh.
talking about?
Foul.
Number 2.
Apparently
All
they've
right,
got
number
wild
2.
birds in freaking New Jersey.
Hey, we just got the Red Band trailer for Terrifier 3. Good luck finding this one. Terrifier 1, the Steve McGinnis variant. Beautiful book. Going for a whole hell of a lot of money for some reason.
In grade.
At 9.8, 850 for that 9.8 is impressive.
Nice.
And that earlier 9.8 went for 750, and then you even 9.4/9.6 going for 300.
Yeah, there was a 9.4 and a 9.6.
That
They
was both go for 300. Yeah.
That's not bad. I like there can't be that many of these out there. It's a small publishing house. It's the variant off of a small publishing house.
Yeah.
Um,
A as a photo cover, I believe. I think it's a photo cover of the character.
And you got to also, and also you have to know that
No!
if you look
It's
at the
so-
cover, obviously there's been some people who maybe have, there's mystery substances on some of these covers. To get it in a 9.4 and 9.6 is probably going to be pretty tough. So you have to
It's
add
so
that
terrifying. Joe had to leave.
He
I
was
want to
scared.
know if in the Red Band trailer, if somebody goes, "Oh, aren't you that dude with those from the TikTok videos?" Because that's all I see him in now is TikTok stuff.
Who? What?
The clown from Terrifier.
Clown,
like
the
he's-
clown, dude.
There's
Yeah.
a lot
Oh.
of TikTok stuff.
There's a he looks like a guy from a Bulgarian meme that's a famous
terrible.
Oh.
burger man. Yeah.
Terrible.
I'm glad you're back. I was afraid.
I was terrified.
He was
Yeah, the
terrified. He had to
Terrifier
go-
got
he-
you.
he got spooked.
Art the clown scared the living hell out of me, and I was terrified. But the trailer looks great. These movies have a larger and larger and larger cult following. So
About a double D following.
Yeah. I think you guys are going to be talking about this in a little bit too. So stick around, and when we're done here, because I think the boys in the qualified might be talking a bit more.
Jedi and I are both very big fans of the Terrifier universe.
Because you're both strange individuals.
I agree with that.
We two are strange and unusual.
Very weird.
That's a nice way of putting it.
With that said, we've got one book left. So let's see what we got.
And our number 1.
Did you eat your spinach today? Because, yes, we have a Popeye book at the top of the list. Granted, it is a pretty sweet homage to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I like it. It's fun. But I am surprised by the fact that this quickly went from just being a cover price, but it only came out Wednesday. It didn't last a cover for long. It's now averaging $20 to $25. The last few sales have all been $40 a piece. God bless you, Popeye.
I feel like Whatnot is like quickly getting this homage up to like ASM 300 status or completely overused.
Oh, they homage.
Somebody's gonna spot foil that son of a bitch soon.
Yeah.
Well, there's already a metal cover and a foil cover.
Well, I think the metal and the foil are of the A, though.
The Jake Paul, Mike Tyson version, and this. And
I mean, maybe they meddled and foiled both. I guess
so
it's
many.
possible.
This is so overused already.
I still like it, though.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean,
Especially with Popeye and Bluto, but like it's still like, come on, man.
I don't know about all those books. I know this book's pretty cool. I guess I don't know.
I mean,
It's fun.
It was an open order book, so nobody's out there buying a 1 in 100 that has a trade dress of it as well for $150.
That's true.
Yeah, and it was an open
You
order
could get
book,
it.
so if you missed
You can get it. It's out there.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's just the demand is
find.
just higher than what what's available, and
well, it's
people
also
love
one of those
Winston.
things. No, you see that thing too. Like, this is probably a book I would see if I probably death scrolled through Instagram or whatever it is, and you probably have seen this book this week, and that's how some of these books go. Like, they don't even look; they just check it out. Like, cool, I saw it on.
Yeah, I saw somebody else had one. I want
so
one.
I want one, and then they're just going to buy the first one that's there, and that's what's going to set the price. Well, that market, so let idiots buy it for this price, and then Joe said it was open
neck
order.
Muscle on Bluto. He might want to get that checked out. Cancerous.
What happened to him in the side picture though? It doesn't look good.
Well, again, this I Like Popeye is kind of a manga-esque merging of Popeye. It's a slightly different take on Popeye. It's gonna be fun.
Don't you want to find out how he lost the eye? Apparently,
He's
they're
a
going to tell us that story.
Big dude, 375 pounds. That's a lot of. That's
some Braun Strowman type shit right there.
Yeah, dude.
It's a large gentleman.
But with that said, that was our list for this week. We talked some EC horror, but we've got more.
How are they
going to
do my boy Bluto like that? And they're not going to lift Popeye's weight, but they're going to go out there and fat shame Bluto for being 300 pounds.
That's muscle, man. That's muscle mass.
He's jacked with that aneurysm or whatever he has in his shoulder. Yeah, we're going to talk about a little EC tonight. Kind of go through some of the history of the classic EC books.
You got me thinking now. Was it Family Guy or was it American Dad? Was Popeye's forearms? Those are tumors.
I think that's Family Guy.
I think it might have been Family. I'm not positive. It was one of the two.
All right. Well, that's a great way to end the show. Good job, Pete. Congratulations.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, another week done. Go check out this show. Then go check out the tomorrow. Make sure you check out SNS. Stop by. It's the 100th show. It's going to be a real fun time.
Bring your pudding pops.
Do not bring pudding pops.
Please don't. No.
You can leave your ducks at home.
Please don't.
And with that, we'll see you all later.